Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Once again, it's your friend, your twin with the thick skin, getting it in, your man in the 100 grand, your mama's favorite side piece, and your sister's boyfriend. It's your fucking man, Doc G. Jesus, man, just got through doing some maintenance on the car, change the oil, put some brake fluid in it, grown man shit. About to get these tires, put some air in these shits in a minute. But anyway, just wanted to I just wanted to speak about a topic. And the topic is is she worth it? And I came up with this topic because a unique, brother's in a unique situation with, came across a couple of women or whatever, and I had to really ask myself that question: is she worth it? For example, I was talking to my homeboy Brandon at work. I'm talking about, like, I was talking to my homeboy at work, man. We check out the chicks at the job from time to time. It is what it is. We grown men. We gonna look at some fine shit at work. We gonna look at the chicks at work and we gonna be like, like, what you think about old girl right there? So yeah, we talk about, some of the ladies at work and all that. And it's crazy because that got me to thinking about how much I've grown at my age now as far as assessment skills go. Like for example, it's this one girl at my job. She's real pretty. She's like 33 years old, and she's from the islands, and she's a pretty good looking girl, and I mean, but she's from up north. She's from New York. She got like part island, part New York accent. But see, that's where my assessment skills start to kick in, and I start to ask myself, is she worth it? Because she flirts with me all the time at the job. Because I'm sorry, it ain't too many goddamn dudes, and I'm not talking shit about myself. It ain't too many dudes that carry themselves like me at the job, man. Because I'm over 6 feet. I'm not out here chasing chicks like that. I present as more masculine than most of the guys at the job, so it's easy pickings for me. Not talking shit, I'm talking truth. So she's one of the girls at the job that flirts with a brother a lot. And you know what I'm saying? Like, she's she flirts with me a lot. But my assessment skills started to kick in because prior to her flirting with me at the job, I started assessing a couple of things that she said and done throughout the time I've known her at the job, right? Number one, she used to always talk shit about men, like, behind her little cubicle with the other girls at the job. She'd always be like, oh, man, oh, man this, oh, man that, man this, and man that, and man this, and man that. She would talk a lot about men, which leads me to believe that she would be a problem if I was to ever get with her like that. Look, I don't want to be the villain in nobody else's story. I don't want to give no woman the reason to be out here talking about, well, man ain't shit. I don't want to be a villain. And I'm not trying to give no fucking woman a reason to be a villain. So, number one, that's red flag number one. She constantly talking about man this and man that. Number two, she's a single mom. A single mom, ironically, with 2 boys. So you got 2 boys, which is your karma for talking about men. You got 2 boys. You apparently dislike men, but yet you're raising future men. That's a red flag right there. And so I'm looking at it like this. hypothetically, if I was to get with her, I would be getting with a single mom of 2 boys who has low-key misandrous tendencies, because she always talking about men with the other women behind the cubicle. And, you know, it's on top of that, you know, she always talk about she like songs that have to do with marriage, and I'm not trying to marry nothing like that, you know. So, number one, she fiends for marriage. She has 2 motherfucking kids, and she talks about men a lot. And the question, but yet she's fine as hell, and she crushing on me. So I start to ask myself the question: is she worth it? Because I know I could hit. I know I could hit, because she be throwing game at a motherfucker all the time. She started dressing feminine for a motherfucker. She's basically hella submissive to your boy, like, on a regular basis. Like, she be talking that New York tough talk around, like, the rest of the coworkers and shit. But for some reason, when she gets around me, she speaks more softly and shit. You know? And I'm not talking shit. I'm talking truth. Question is she worth it? And I look at my life trajectory and my path, and I look at her life trajectory and her path and what she got going on and her mindset from what I've seen so far, and it's not worth it. I know I could hit, and I know it will probably be, I know the shit will probably be good. And I already know the shit will probably be fire, especially as much as she flirting with a motherfucker. You know, because, I mean, you can feel the tension. I mean, it's there. But is it worth it? Nah, because, you know, I can see exactly where it's going. I already know that I'd probably hit that a couple times. It'd probably be real goddamn good. You know, you know, I'd be happy in that situation of hitting that for a minute, and all I would do was waste my time, you know, get some good box for a minute, and eventually I'm gonna have to motherfucking break it off with her. And I know with single moms, they tend to motherfucking want to take shit to the next level real fast. And I know she got 2 boys, and I already know single moms be looking for father figures. See, when you get older, you kind of put all this shit together, and you know what it's gonna be before it happens. So, is it worth it? No. Would I like to hit that shit? Absolutely. But I'm not gonna even put myself in that position. And I applaud myself for that, because that's dick discipline if I ain't never seen it in my life. So is it worth it? No. Like, you know, when you ask yourself these questions, you gotta look at the risk, you gotta look at the few positives, you have to look at your long-term goals, what you got going on, and if she aligns with that. You got to look at all this shit before you even think about making a move. This is whether a girl is giving you rhythm or not. So there's that. And then there's this, as far as giving a motherfucker rhythm, man, it's like, it's this other girl. This other girl that's, you know, somewhere else, far from the United States. Not gonna say no names. She's beautiful, man, and she's feeling a brother. You know what I'm saying? She's feeling a brother, but she don't want to have kids. My life trajectory was like, okay, I might want to have kids one day. She don't want to have kids. Don't think she's able to have kids at this point. But one of the positive things is she's real pretty. She's real ladylike. All of her mannerisms are very ladylike. She speaks with very much feminine tone and feminine cadence. She's very respectful. You could tell, like she feels a motherfucker to the core, you know. And she even told me that she'll financially take care of me if I moved over there, and I wouldn't have to worry about anything. So, is she worth it? It's a question mark out on that one, because it could be a possible yes for her. But do I, that's when I factor in stuff like, moving overseas. Do I want to, move away from, being a part of some of my family's lives, or, doing certain things that I got going on over here, and, is it, certain things I'm willing to leave here to be with her over there. So, you know what? I mean, it could be a possible yes for her when it comes to, is that woman worth it? And then I'm gonna bring up one more fucking scenario. Is she worth it scenario? This other girl, I will refer to her as a regular, motherfucker that you hit off from time to time, and you call up from time to time. You get you get it in. You do what you do, and she's cool. She's she ain't as fine as the chick from the job I told you about, and she ain't as fine as the one from overseas, but she's not ugly. She's pretty decent, and she already has a kid. The kid is grown. She makes a lot of money from the job that she does, and she's pretty cool with just just hooking up and not taking it serious. Now the question is she worth it? If she stays in her place doing what she's doing now, yeah, but I know that would be nothing good long term, as far as if I want to take it to the next level. I know I can't take it to the next level with her, but I know it's a reliable piece of ass or whatever, and she cool, and she's fine with that whole arrangement. But I already know from the past that even when women say that they're fine with a hookup arrangement or whatever, that they always catch feelings. So is she worth it? She makes over $160,000 a year, doesn't mind paying the way, sex is good, all that, but she got the kid that's grown. She's like 2 years older than me. Is she worth it? And I'm like, for long term, no. But it's kind of like a half and half with that one. So I gave you 3 different chicks, 3 different scenarios of if she's worth it. And, kind of like how a motherfucker grades one above the other and all of that. I know some of y'all gonna say I ain't shit, but I don't give a fuck, man. Ain't none of y'all motherfuckers angels either. So, yep, just had to talk about that real quick. But anyway, it's your boy Doc. We in the life and times and the trials, you know what I'm saying? So you know what it is, what it ain't, and what it's gonna be, man. Y'all have a good Friday. Peace.